Hey guys, Jeremy with National Fire Radio, and my main man here, Tucker, First Do Fabrication.
What's up, guys?
And he is also the master craftsman here at Fire and Safety Services in New Jersey, which is the regional, New Jersey regional Pierce rep. Pretty cool, man. We're sitting in the tiller house, if you will, the back of the tiller right now. Tucker's walking me through a bunch of things. I'm not a big tiller guy, so never rode on one, never operated one. But I'm learning a lot. It's really cool, man. Americana, right? I mean, firefighting 101 in the United States of America.
Every firefighter's dream, steer the rear.
Yeah, steer the rear. I love it. So Tucker's going to walk us through just a couple unique things. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't know much about tillers like myself, and I'm learning every single day as we do these apparatus innovations and I see what's out there. So Tucker's going to walk us through a couple things, brothers. So why don't we hit on a couple things, man?
Yeah, a couple cool things this thing has in it. There's no A-posts up here in the glass. It's just, you know, wide open glass. No blind spots. You can see the world from up here. It's pretty awesome to be able to drive these things and see in front of you, because you got a lot of stuff trying to block your view when you're back here.
You got the centering.
Yep,
centering gauge.
The centering gauge up in here that'll actually tell you where your rear wheels are facing. So the needle's in the center. Your wheels are straight. Needle goes to the left or right. That tells you where your wheels are, so you don't get lost back here, because it's tough to see them. You can't tell where your wheels are when you're sitting back here.
And I think the cool thing about that too is what I learned, and I didn't know, a little secret, a little trade secret, is there's a light on top of the cab roof.
Yeah, the dummy light all the way on the front of the cab, dead center, there's a little red light. As long as that red light is in the center of your ladder, you're going straight.
So, which is pretty cool, man. I didn't know that. You know, you think about it, you watch these guys come around these corners, and I mean, these guys are on the wheel, man. They're hustling back here, and I think it's incredible.
It's real easy to get lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's real easy to
no
get
doubt.
lost in your turns back here.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty interesting. And then you got the headset, so you're in constant communication with the driver up front. A lot of guys know their first do's, so they know which way the drivers are going. They tend to follow that routine. I've talked to a lot of guys that do steer the tiller. And you know, and they have that routine, and usually it's the same tiller man with the same driver.
You got to get a good pair together. You get two guys, you're unstoppable.
Right, and you can do so much with this rig. A couple other things we talked about too. Why don't we talk about over the fender? We were talking about before the rear fender.
Yeah, over the rear fenders of these things are actually, this one I haven't seen it before. They're actually kind of cut in, like
angled in, right?
Yeah, like. Angled in, if you will, so you can actually kind of look over, and you can see your rear tires on this one better than most other tillers I've seen and I've been in. So you can kind of tell where you're going and where your rear tires are.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty unique point of view. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people watch our content and watch these videos, and not everybody has the opportunity to sit up behind a tiller wheel and have this point of view.
Absolutely.
And it's an incredible point of view, because as you're entering the block, I mean, you have the best seat in the house to see the fireground, see the address you're responding to. You get to see the conditions from far away, the column in the sky. I mean, all these different things. So there's a lot of things that go through the tillerman's eyes, and there's a lot to take in. I mean, as you're coming around the corner, you're worried about your corners, you're worried about where the front's going, you're worried about where your ass end's swinging, and so on. So to chamfer these back or to angle them over the rear axle like that just gives a fantastic point of view. As I knock my head into the wall here, gives a fantastic point of view that you can see down right to the tire and right to the wheel well.
Not having these, you know, A-posts on your cab helps a ton. You can see the world from back here in this thing.
Yeah, really cool. And I think just a couple other things. The convex mirrors, right? So you can see behind.
Yeah, you can see the back corner of the trailer body is awesome. You got to know where that's going to.
And then a couple other shortcuts, right? So like there's a thing where the tractor won't start unless there's weight in the seat,
yeah,
right?
There's weight in the seat, or there's a button back here that the tillerman has to push.
Right, so some tillers, they'll install like an override switch so that if they want to start up on the tillerman, still getting dressed, and the chauffeur wants to jump in, you know, you can have an override switch installed, and I don't know if that's official or not official, but it happens and they do it.
Yep, absolutely.
And so on. So, but that's just one of those little tricks of the trade that I'm sure guys that run tiller companies get that all the time.
Yeah.
And then I think just lastly, my own knowledge, I wasn't sure, but you can lock the rear axle.
Yeah, you got that pin right down here. So you just pull that pin and you're free to turn the wheel. When these things come into the shop, they come in with one driver only, so they just pin the rear straight and drive it like a tractor trailer.
So, pretty cool, pretty interesting. Little history lesson, a little knowledge about the rear tiller box and how these tillers work. and I'm sure we're gonna have 1,000 people chime in that actually do this for a living every single day in this back seat, and they're gonna have a lot more to share. And remember, guys,
You know a lot more than us.
yeah, we're not claiming to be the professionals by any means. We just want to bring it forward, and maybe we can start some dialogue and discussion about, you know, the tiller, and it's just an art in and of itself. And the guys that rock these rigs every single day are the true heroes. And so, anyway, here we are. Pierce, Fire and Safety with my man Tucker, and I'm Jeremy. First Through Fabrication. Check him out on Instagram. Guy does incredible work here with his buddies Rob and a couple other guys in the shop. They do incredible fabrication work here, all custom done, all custom inserts and so on. And of course, I'm Jeremy, the loudmouth at National Fire Radio. Thanks for checking us out. We got a lot more content to come. Take care. Be safe.